Hey, escrow periods. They can be any time, any length. This is what you need to know about them. Hey, this is Peter from H&M Realty. Just want to let you know that there's escrow periods where people somewhat get confused on how long they are. Usually, traditionally, they're 30 days to 45 days. Well, that can be different on each transaction. It's really what's negotiated in that first page of the purchase price or purchase agreement, pardon me, and it shows how many days that you want to be in escrow to complete the transaction and ultimately have that house either be sold for you as the seller or that house in your possession as the buyer. Those could be, like I said, usually it's 30 to 45 days. You really can negotiate any time frame for that escrow period, and it really depends on what's going on in the transaction. So I've had transactions where we end up going into 70 days, 48 days, 50 days, because it's negotiated where they are selling, my sellers ultimately end up having to go into another property as buyers, so they need a couple extra days or maybe a couple extra weeks, where ultimately that shows that they're able to get through the process, they're able to fund the loan as the buyer, and then they can transition as the seller from that home that they're selling into the home that they're buying. So once again, escrow timeframes and periods can be negotiated on either side of the transaction. Just make sure that you have the conversation and you know what time frame is going to fit you and tailored to you best as the buyer or seller.